Hey everyone, this is Suzanne with the Misfits, and I'm here with my amazing coach Jim Laird. And earlier in the week, I posted about coming back from surgery and what my training has been like and some of the challenges that I've been faced with. And I've always sucked at lunges, so I've been working on that. But one of the surprises after my surgery was that I failed the hurdle step as part of the functional movement screening. And prior to my surgery, this was not an issue. So while I expected to have some challenges in my upper body mobility and strength, I was really surprised that I am now struggling really kind of full body. So I've asked Jim to chime in here and explain why maybe that's happening.
Thank you. You know, anytime you have a major change in your mobility or your stability, it's going to affect the whole body as a unit. And Suzanne's gotten really tight through her chest and thoracically, so that's basically causing her to like go into extension a lot more than she was before, and she's having a really hard time getting her core to stabilize and her hip to stabilize. That's why she really struggled with the hurdle step. So we're just going to show you a couple things here to kind of help her clean that up and get in a good position so we can get back to where she was before she decided to go with some elective surgery. So we're going to start with half kneeling pallet press. The reason I like this 90-90 half kneeling position, and I struggle with this too, you know, anybody who's more of a quad dominant athlete is going to struggle with a tight quad, like rectus femoris. A lot of people will end up jamming into their hip socket to get their stability. So this is going to make Suzanne sit up nice and tall, okay? All that weight's kind of on that back leg. She's going to sit up tall, and she's just going to square up. Some people just need to hold this position. Some people might not be ready for the band yet. Some people just might need to use like a broomstick. And Suzanne's just going to come out, and she's going to come back in. We're going to make sure that front knee is out, that it's not collapsing. And she's going to, I like higher reps on this because it's what we call a low threshold exercise. It's not high threshold. It's not like squatting or deadlifting. This is a stability exercise. This is to get all the timing and the stability right in the core. And it's also to kind of get her leg in that 90-90 position so that the rectus femoris is getting a little bit of an active stretch on that. So she's going to do about 16 on that side. We won't go through the other side, but another thing that's going to help her is we're going to go we call open book. And she's just going to get on her side. And she's going to lay on her side. She's going to bring her knee up, okay? And then she's going to put this hand on her knee. Okay, she's going to square up, get her ribs down. And then she's just going to take that. She's going to inhale. And then she's going to exhale, look at her elbow, and open that chest up gently. Obviously, she has any pain. She's going to stop. She's just going to open up just like that and keep those ribs down. And that's going to activate that upper back. It's going to help lengthen that chest. She's also going to get some massage work done and some PT to get in there and dig some of that scar tissue out that's causing her some thoracic issues. Everybody's corrective strategy is going to be different according to what they're displaying. So this is Suzanne's issue. She's got that tight rectus, and she's got that tight thoracic through the thoracic area. So this is what she needs to do, along with some breathing and some core stability work to help get her moving more efficiently and get her back to where she was. So it's going to be different for everyone. That's why having some sort of assessment, whether it's a functional movement screen or whether it's just your trainer's assessment, it's important to customize kind of your warm-up to basically give you what you need to get better.
Thanks, Jim. And one other question is, I suck at lunges, and I know that other people struggle with lunge form as well. Can you show us what is correct lunge form?
Well, there's a couple different camps. There's the camp where, like the 90-90 position, like this position in the lunge is promoted, which I really like because you're actually you're using your hips. And then there's the other camp where you kind of step back and you're pushing into your hip like this and pushing back. And I mean, that has its place too, but you really end up jamming into the hip capsule for your stability instead of like using your core and the knee flies forward. They both have their place, but I really like the 90-90 position because it shows that you got core stability. It shows that you have hip mobility, and that you're not getting your mobility by jamming into your hip capsule. So that's just the way I do things. I prefer the 90-90 lunge. Some people like that lunge where that leg's going way back. Each has its place. You can argue on both sides. So it's just a matter of, I prefer the 90-90 position. It's just what I do, and it seems to work for me. So.
And this core work is going to get me back to squatting and lunging better, right?
Yeah, the core work combined with thoracic mobility is
Awesome.
going to help you get back in where you need to be.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Bye.